What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journals, Comics, and Pop Culture. Yesterday, CGC seemed to drop another bombshell announcement. I'm here to talk about it with you all today. Before we get into it, of course, if you are just checking out the channel for the first time, please take some time to subscribe. Check out all the awesome links below. I make content almost every single day of the week. I have my live Friday night shows every Friday, and I'm also live with my co-host Jeff on Comic Book Canon every Friday night as well. And of course, our Comic Book Canon channel link is below. You guys can go give us a sub there as well. So what are we talking about here with CGC, folks? You guys know I'm passionate about talking about CGC. CGC made an announcement about their turnaround times. All clear, Let's read the post together. CGC is excited to announce that it is caught up on the backlog of submitted comics that were waiting to be opened. This important accomplishment follows a comprehensive effort that included acquiring additional square footage, working thousands of hours of overtime, hiring more people, and engaging operational efficiency consultants. Now, every package has been opened and submitters have full visibility into the status of their submissions through the online CGC submission tracking tool. To view the current status of a submission, sign into your account at cgccomics.com and select submission tracking under submit. Learn more about the clear backlog and how CGC's efforts are also expected to lead to faster turnaround times using the link below. Okay, let's break this down, folks. Look, CGC for the win? Maybe, and I'm all for that. Don't get this video twisted. I'm not here trying to mock CGC as well. I'm gonna look into this very transparently, middle of the road here. I'm not biased for or against CGC. But my problem with this is that it's very vague. It's kind of cryptic in terms of what they're saying here. They're saying that they got caught up on all of the backlog comics that were submitted. Well, what are they considering backlog? And if you see what they're saying here, now every package has been open. What is every package? Every package a backlog, or literally every package that's in their warehouse right now? Because I don't think that's the case. If we look at CGC's website right now, Modern, 131 days turnaround time. Economy, 140. With Fast Track, it's even still 71 days. So this is telling me that they are specifying a certain amount of books and orders that are under this category. But what does that mean, and who even knows where that line is drawn, right? So nothing's changed here on their website on how you can check the current status of a submission, as it tells you to do so right here. That nothing's new. We're going to go ahead and click on this link and see what it says here for eliminating package backlog to see if we could get more context than what we got in that vague announcement post. So this was yesterday. Let's read together. An apprehensive effort to increase capacity and improve workflow has enabled CGC to catch up. That was what was stated on the post. Let's see here. The first paragraph, this is basically the same thing that it says there. Let's see what this says. CGC is the definitive leader in comic book certification worldwide and has experienced extraordinary demand in this booming collectibles market. Well, they are the leader. I didn't mean to laugh at that. It seemed like a marketing pitch at first, though, but I see that they're adding context. Comic book collecting continues to reach new heights, as demonstrated by the 5 CGC certified comics that have sold for more than 1 million so far in 2021. Hey, that's all facts there. This incredible growth has resulted in submissions to CGC increasing at an extremely rapid pace, faster than CGC could hire or acquire space. Look, I'll stand with CGC right here. They're stating nothing but fact. Let's see how they finish this out. Now, every package has been open and submitters have full visibility. So this is the same thing that they said on the post. Full visibility into the status of their submissions through the online CGC submission tracking tool. All right, that doesn't say anything different as of yet. Still, let's see what they did though. To eliminate the package backlog, CGC took a multi-pronged approach that included acquiring an additional 25,000 square feet of space to develop and implement and optimize CGC workflow. We knew about this. This was a lot of the buyout with Blackstone. Let's see. It's taken a number of steps to ensure an adequate supply, investments in additional holder production, expedite shipments, optimize workflow. Submissions now travel a shorter distance. So they're really working on the logistics, and this is really good. I don't want to minimize what all this means. This all these things are for business lingo and anybody that understands business. This is about logistics. They're working on their supply chain and the logistics of basically bringing in their service orders and how can we maximize the amount that we do in the limited amount of time. So this is all positive stuff. Optimizing workflow, another key talking point right there. The improvements have resulted in less handling, more communication between team members, and greater accountability for quality. These are things that we all want from CGC. These are all things that I've looked at all their issues and said, CGC, you got don't think that you're just the king on the hill and you're going to keep getting away with all these issues and these quality control issues. Well, they're actually naming everything that I think all of us that have had issues with CGC, they're naming it all right here, okay? So they say right here, over the next few months, these efforts are also expected to lead to faster turnaround times. This is awesome. Let's see what we have down here. Some customers have noticed that select submissions have been completed faster. Oh, this is a big one, folks. This is a big one. Some customers have noticed that select submissions have been completed faster than CGC's posted turnaround times. Some people have been getting certain orders back super fast, and orders that they've submitted like maybe even prior are still waiting. So let's see what they have to say about this. These submissions were put through the optimized workflow, and by December of 2021, all operations will have fully transitioned to the optimized workflow. Okay, this is good stuff. CGC apologizes that some submissions were completed faster than others received at earlier dates during the rollout of this optimized workflow. All right, folks, I think we have some answers coming in. Our intent is to complete submissions on a first in, first out basis, FIFO, for those that don't know that lingo, within each grading tier, which absolutely makes sense. And every effort will be made to do so going forward. Fast track submissions will continue to be prioritized. I still have a problem with this. If fast tracks are being prioritized, I hope you have enough staff to make sure you're not bottlenecking the standard submissions. But I'll stay optimistic. I will stay optimistic. While expanding and enhancing its operations, CGC remains fully focused on maintaining the quality and integrity of our services. While significant headway has been made, a lot more work remains. Yeah, like giving me a book that's clearly not a 9.8, a 9.8. CGC will continue to be as transparent as possible with regards to how long it is taking to process submissions and where submissions are in the process. We're almost there, folks, and I'm going to put all my opinions down on what we're reading here. We are grateful for the support and patience. Yeah. This is a comment from the COO. They're confident the submissions will be completed significantly faster in the near future. Current turnaround times can be found on. Yeah, and we looked at the current turnaround time. So, okay. So here's my thoughts on this. When you look at what they stated on the Facebook post, it still doesn't make sense about them stating that all orders have been filled. What does that mean? So they must just have something within their logistics system that says these are backlogged and these are not. I don't know. Maybe it's a certain amount of days they've been sitting in the warehouse without being actually received. I don't know, but I'm going to take what they're saying. I'm going to give them some credit and just trust what they're saying and saying, okay, whatever they're saying, they're being transparent about it, and it's factual to their understanding of their supply chain management. All right, and their logistics. So when you look at this right now, going into the context of what they have on their website allows me to look at this with a little more ease. It tells me that, okay, so maybe they're not at a point where they're completely caught up just in terms of getting that turnaround time lowered, but at least the number of orders sitting on hand right now are at a feasible amount to where they feel that they're not backlogged and bottlenecked, and they feel that now that they're bringing those in and processing those, this turnaround time will slowly start to decrease little by little. So ultimately, folks, I am very impressed by this communication. I'm impressed with the efforts that they're stating. All right. But for me, it's more of I'll believe it when I see it. But I will say I'm leaning on the side of trusting them, because here's the thing. I've am at fault for criticizing CGC in the past of being too headstrong and egotistical. We're the king of the crop. That's why I kind of chuckled when I was reading. We're the number one, which they are. Because I feel like it has gone to their head to a certain extent, and I feel like that was represented in their lack of effort over, say, the last 4 or 5 years in terms of focusing on quality control and focusing on customer first. But I do have faith in believing in what they're saying, because at the end of the day, any powerhouse business doesn't want to fail, and they want to stay ahead of the competition. And I always said this: even Rome fell. CGC is not a monopoly, right? They're not. But it's a monopolistic um, industry where it's very hard for competition to penetrate, right? And you have like a monopolistic oligarchy where these two, CBCS and CGC, are basically like what, 90% of the industry. But I do feel that the penetrable crack can become bigger and bigger for CGC if consumer perception begins to suffer, and I think it has. But I think CGC is finally letting down the ego, letting and saying, the executives are finally saying, we need, in order to better our business model and our business culture, we need to understand what we need to do for the customer. We need to understand what we need to do for our service and our product that we provide. And I really trust that they're doing it. I think, a lot of people talked crap about the Blackstone buyout. I didn't. I still said I'll believe it when I see it, but I understand what being acquired means. And if you look at the fine print of that contract, it gave CGC executives the ability to still basically have total control on how they run their business, right? And that's what smart umbrella companies do when they buy out these other companies in these different industries. Blackstone has no idea about grading comics and collectibles. CGC does. So you buy them out, you allocate your resources to them now, but then you say, go to work, do what you do best, right? I saw that and said, this is a smart move, because CGC needs the resources in order to continue to keep up with the market demand right now. So I am hopeful for this. Maybe we'll check back in a few months and really see if those turnaround times. And I've always said, I'm not extremely fickle on turnaround times as much as I am the quality control. Now, I understand turnaround times are an issue as well, but I'm really hoping for better quality control as well. So that's my thoughts on this today, folks. I'm very, very optimistic. And for all, if I say something good about CGC, I get reamed by certain viewers. If I say something negative about CGC, if I say something good or if I say something negative, I'm going to get reamed by somebody. I can't make everyone happy all the time. But as much as I've been critical of CGC when I feel I have the right to be, I am actually very, very optimistic about what they're doing right now. And I'm excited to see what CGC is going to do moving forward. And hopefully it will bring not only CGC success, but the grading industry as a whole more success and evolution and longevity for the future. So that's my video for today, folks. Let me know what you all thought in the comments below. And again, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We're coming up on 9,000 subscribers. I will be doing a 9,000 subscriber contest as soon as we hit that mark. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. Be well, and until next time.